Okay, now that we have this thing extruded, we're ready to put the holes in this part. It's a lot easier in Inventor than it was in AutoCAD. In AutoCAD you had to actually draw some cylinders and subtract them. And in Inventor there's actually a hole command. There's a couple of different ways of doing the holes, and I'm going to show you both ways. But let's first start by drawing the two small holes on the top part of this object. So we're going to create a new sketch. That's another nice thing about Inventor, is we don't have to fool so much with the user coordinate system by moving it around or making it parallel to certain parts. We can just create a new sketch and actually pick the surface where we want to sketch from. Alright, so in order to place something that Inventor will recognize as a place where to put a hole, we need what's called center points, or just a point. So if you're not on the sketch tab, be sure you click there now, and then under the draw panel on the ribbon you should see the point, center point command. And let's come in and place this on the about an inch down and an inch over, and we need two of these. And technically our center point is 3/4 of an inch over it, but we'll see how to adjust that in just a second. So one nice thing about Inventor, even though we have our center points too far to the left and right, we can adjust those by using a dimension. And dimensions in Inventor sketching is different from drawing a dimension in AutoCAD, or even drawing a dimension in an Inventor template. What it does, it actually allows us to place what's called a constraint that tells how far from this edge, I click this edge first, to this center point, that the measurement, how far over it should be. Right now it tells us it's an inch, but I don't want it to be an inch. I want it to be 3/4 of an inch, or 0.75. So what's nice about Inventor, when we change this dimension, I just double clicked on it to change it, and then I hit the little check mark here. Not only is it going to change the dimension, it's going to change where the center point is. Voila, pretty cool, huh? Alright, so let's do that on the other side. We're going to click the edge, then we're going to click the center point. We're going to place the dimension, double click if we need to, and put in the new dimension. Not the dude dimension, the new dimension. And there we have those now in the correct position. Hopefully they're the correct vertical dimension down. You can check that if you want to place another dimension constraint. But if you drew them correctly, they should be an inch down, and I'm not going to place that dimension. So now that we have our points in the correct position, we can finish our sketch. That should take us back to the Model tab, and we're going to use the Hole command. So once we click on the Hole command and get the Hole dialog box, our placement by default should be from Sketch. If it's not, click that option and choose from Sketch. Then we want to choose our centers, so click on that option, move the little dialog box out of the way if you need to, and then just come and click on those two center points we just sketched. And the diameter of our hole should be 1/2 inch, 0.5. So there's a area in the Hole dialog box to change that variable. So we're going to put it at 0.5. And then we could actually control the depth of our hole, except our hole goes all the way through. So for the termination option, we're going to terminate it. We're going to be a terminator right here. We're going to terminate it through all. So we're not actually terminating it, we're telling it to go all the way through. So when you click OK, you should now see some holes. And if we manipulate our view cube, slide it around a little bit, you can see you have holes going all the way through.